Well, welcome back, group guides. Wow, it has been a long break. I really hope and pray that each of you had a wonderful holiday season, a great Christmas, and a wonderful New Year. And we are back and ready to get back at it and rolling and going tomorrow. So really excited about that. It is the frozen tundra of Hoth for all of you Star Wars fans. Actually, I think Hoth would be probably a nice balmy, warm getaway compared to what we're experiencing now. So anyways, a few things to cover over for tomorrow. Tomorrow we've finished with the Ten Commandments. We're starting with a 2-week series on baptism. So really excited to start another of the Luther Small Catechism, 6 chief parts. So we've knocked out the 10 Commandments this year. Now we're going for baptism. So a couple things about baptism. I'm going to basically be going through your small group sheet for a couple minutes, and then we'll chat about a few other things. So, best things to go over. Do you know what your name means? Do you know who named you and why your name was chosen? So kind of a cool thing, maybe if you have like a baby naming book, like I know me and Jill have a little book with a bunch of names in it. Maybe that's something you'd like to consider bringing. You go through names. That might be a silly, fun activity to do. Or you can get stuff like that online as well and print out some names if you'd like. What words are spoken at baptism in the Lutheran Church? Does it matter what words are spoken at a Christian baptism? Why or why not? I'll have some of the Lutheran hymnals for you guys if you'd like those available, or you can grab one in the church and you can actually go through the baptismal liturgy in the red hymnal books if you'd like to do that. That could be a really cool thing to do. Number 3, a friend says you can't baptize babies because they are not old enough to repent and accept Jesus. How do you answer? Well, that's definitely not a Lutheran way of looking at things. You know, we believe that God does all the work, right? Well, it goes back to that Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8. We have been saved by grace through faith and not by the works that we do. Primary adult baptism is really a Baptist way of looking at things. It's really God doing all the work. So for us, really, we're not, forgiveness is a gift, and it's not what are you going to do for me in order to receive this gift? No, it's a gift. So some things to think about, some things to talk through. It's very high concept-y things for the junior high level. So you either may want to take some real time going into number 3 and really trying to flesh it out, maybe even with the Ephesians verse, or you might have to maybe wait until they're a little more mature on that one. Words, adoption, baptism, Christian, inherit, promise, all good stuff. There's some really neat stuff. I would encourage you tomorrow, since it's been a little while, to just take a little extra time tomorrow to just get back into it and get to know, what have they been doing for the last, 6 weeks? How was your Christmas? How was your New Year's? How did you draw closer to God in the last 6 weeks? Stuff like that, I think would be really cool. And that's pretty much it for the night. In our worship session, I believe we'll be doing an exercise on baptism. We'll see how that goes. I'm still kind of putting it all together. But if that happens, I'll need some adult volunteers to help me out. We did it a couple years ago. We had some bowls of water, and I was very clear, this is not a baptism, this is just to remember our baptism. And everyone came in and they got the sign of the cross on their forehead, and it was really kind of a neat way to just simply remember our baptism. So not sure if we're going to do that or not. If we do, I'll need some adult volunteers for that to help out with that portion of it. some business end of things. I'm super excited. We're going to have a big event at the end of the month. Friday night, January 31st, we're going to have an event called Unified, and it's for college-aged, high school, and junior high students. And for those of you that experienced the Northern Illinois District event that we had in April, we had a speaker called Bob Lenz, and he is an amazing speaker that talks about God's grace and love in a really powerful way. One of the top Christian speakers really in the country that talks to teens. And during the day, I'm going to be accompanying him, and he's going to be going to Lake Park East and to Bartlett High School and give big old assemblies there. And then he's going to invite those schools out to our church at the community center in the worship area. And we're going to have a big old night called Unified for junior high, high school, and college. So from you, I need you to consider possibly being a prayer partner for us, for helping to set up, for helping to organize, for helping to move tables, stuff like that for that night. If it's something that you'd like to be interested in, respond to this email. Let me know if you're available for that date, if you're available beforehand, or whatever. It's a huge deal, and I'm really excited. I think it'll have a massive impact on the students. And then, the last bit, really important, we are not meeting at the community center for confirmation. We're still going to meet at the church until we get parking figured out at the community center, until we figure out what we're going to do with all the spaces. There's just not enough room for us with confirmation, with the number of cars that we'd have parked over there. It's just too much right now. So we're going to do confirmation right at the church, how we've normally done it, until we figure out the logistics at the community center. So thank you for continuing to be a partner with me in this crazy race we call life. I will see you tomorrow about 6:15. God bless.